This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 1999 Ford F350 Crew Cab Long Bed Dually. It's a 7.3 liter turbo diesel. It's two-wheel drive. It's an XLT, which is cloth. Has 142,000 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Texas. This truck is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch the little animated video on the topic in our ads. It'll tell you a lot, but basically it's the insurance company's attorneys do not want any liabilities when they sell it to us and then we sell it to you. Best way to do that is give it a salvage title. That way if you kill yourself in this and you want to sue Wheel Kinetics or State Farm, it can't get to State Farm. The fact that they sold them a salvage title would mean that they're selling it with no warranty. So it's the lawyers, it has nothing to do with the truck. There'll be 4 pictures of it before it left Texas. It looks just like this. Except now it's got brand new tires on it. All right, we got it here. We're doing inspection. We usually have a computer printout, but we're doing a whole new program and all kinds of stuff. So now I just had to handwrite it. It looks ghetto, but whatever. It's the information that matters, right? Anyway, we did a new ignition and a new driver door handle. Obviously that was broken when it was stolen. The gauges weren't working, so we got a new cluster, instrument cluster, new batteries, serpentine belt, rear brake pads and rotors, front ABS sensors, front shocks are new, and we gave it a transmission service with tranny filter. And let's see, it also got a windshield. Had a big crack in the windshield, 6 brand new tires, which we don't ever do unless we really like something, and let's see, a louvered tailgate. We also repaired a tear in the driver's seat bolster, and that is it. My brother's already taken it. There's the shocks. My brother's already taken this thing out and taken somewhere between, I would say, 50 and 70 HD pictures. They'll be in a gallery, and you'll be able to click on the little magnifying glass you see in that gallery, which will allow you to zoom in and see anything of interest up close. It's pretty much like putting your face right up against it. While I'm walking around, I'll kind of point at stuff like I just did for you to look at, but I mean, it's a 99 dually. It's a truck, so you're gonna have that stuff. But the minute I don't point at stuff or we don't have a good picture of something, that'll be what everyone wants to talk about. So, trying to make sure that we don't do that. Now, at some point it has been repainted. They did a pretty good job, but they didn't mask it off right. So you see that, but again, I don't think anyone's looking. There's a crack here in this lens. I don't think anyone's looking here for the cosmetics, but we're just paranoid enough to make sure that everybody knows everything that we know, so that there's no post-sale bitching. That's the louvered tailgate we installed here. Looks like there's a little dent right here. Scratch here. Like I said, I'm not gonna dwell on cosmetics on this truck. It's kind of silly, but the minute I don't, I'll pay for it. So obviously we painted this gas door. I think that they stole the gas door for some reason. It's probably a chrome one, so we bought one and just painted it black. Cheaper than painting it white, and the white would look kind of funky, be the wrong color white. I kind of like it looking black anyway. There will be undercarriage pictures, but some people want to see the video of it. You can just freeze the video if you see something you want to take a look at. I'm going to fire this thing up. 142,834 miles on it now. I'm going to open up the hood. We're going to be looking for Ford stamps on both fenders, and I'm also going to take the oil cap off, and we're going to be looking for blow-by. That's very moderate. That's actually light. That's good. There's the Ford stamp. There's the Ford stamp there. Stickers where they belong. Coolant looks good. New battery on both sides. There's your Ford stamp on that side. So all the front end parts are all original. The blow-by was excellent. Usually on a old 7.3 you'll have a lot more than that, so that's really good because it's also low mile. Although we're going to sell it as box C miles because that's how it was sold to us by the insurance company. I got the window locks on. Alright, well I'll do all the windows from the yeah, I got the windows locks on, so I'll do them all from the master switch. There's the locks. Seats look good. There's some stains right here in the seat. And I doubt anyone's caring about the stains in the seat on this guy. I think it's going to be more about how it runs and pulls and drives and stuff. I've got the Kelly Blue Book on the seat, so you can take a look at that. I'll show that to you here in just a second. And yeah, I thought maybe I had just a bunch of bad switches, but we inspect them and we would have caught that. So I have the window lock switch on. Right there. Alright. Passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window, and let's see, driver window. Mirror out, in, up, down, other side, out, in, down, up, door locks. There's your door locks. Seats in good shape. There's still a little bit of a tear right there, but we had to do an insert on the side here. This is an insert that we put in, big tear on the side. All right, Kelly Blue Book, long bed, XLT 2-wheel drive, that equipment. The equipment will be in the ad, you'll be able to see it. Suggested retail price, $13,241. Okay, people always want to know what that is, and there it is. Couple little stains on the seat. With that pattern it's kind of hard to see them, but on the front of the seat it's easier. All this extra stuff goes to nothing. We pulled it all out. We don't even know what it went to in the beginning. It probably was part of what got stolen. Tilt wheel works fine. Oh, the air's working great. It is a swamp in Tucson today. Monsoon season in Tucson. A lot of fun. That I can tell you. Let's see, my guy's telling me the radio is in-op, which it is. We used to replace them, and then people would say, why'd you do that? I have my own at home, so we were just wasting money. Plus, a lot of people want Bluetooth, so whatever. Stereo in-op. Air's blowing cold. That feels good, so I'm leaving it on. There's your overdrive off and on. Do have cruise control there. Alright, let's go on a ride. It's being sold on a salvage title, so if you want to drive it home, you obviously need plates and you need insurance. We cannot issue temporary drive-away plates, and you can't get insurance on a straight salvage title. So we have to take this vehicle to motor vehicles before you get here if you're going to drive it home and get it inspected. We charge $200 to do that. It's called a level 3 inspection that the police do, and we get that done before you get here. Then we get the title restored. It'll be restored salvage on the title. Then we can issue you plates, and then you can get insurance. So obviously if you're going to drive it home, that's mandatory. We charge $200 to do that for you before you get here, or before you ship it out if you want us to do it before it ships out. 50 goes to state, 150 goes to us to cover our guys being there with it. We used to be able to drop them off, and now we have to stay with them. They won't let us just drop them off. And sometimes it's as little as 4 hours, which is about the minimum it takes from start to finish. And sometimes it's 10 hours, depending on how busy the cops are doing real cop work. So that's the deal. Then there's a $250 dock fee if you come here to drive it home, and there's taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if you come here, very simple math. your state tax rate plus our city of 2%, add $250 for a dock fee, and then add 200 to restore the title, okay? So it's your tax plus 2%, $200 restore title, $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're obligated to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it. Unless you want us to restore the title before it ships out, then you would add $200. There's a little button online to click to have us restore it for you. I strongly advise doing that unless you're positive you can get it done easily in your state. I know everyone can get it done in their state, but some places are like forever with appointments. Some places are like 10 minutes, and it's like $10, like Texas. But even then, people's time is worth some money, and most of our car trucks that go to Texas, people want us to restore them for them anyway. So, anyway, let's see, next part of this thing. Actually, when we receive your, if you are going to ship, once we receive your payment by wire, we will fill out the title, and with your name or company's name and address, we'll notarize it, sign it off to you, scan it into your online file that you'll have. We even scan in the envelope we mail it to you in. So you'll be able to see it even before it hits the mail, okay? Deposit. Deposit is $500. Once we receive your deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it is for sale. So please get your deposit in. 7.3 dualies are pretty rare. We wouldn't put 700, I think about 750 in tires on this thing, unless it was a good truck, a really good truck, and it is. But you know, it's just a puller. That's what it is. Okay. So get your deposit in. Once we get your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck, wheelkinetics.com. You'll know it's yours. But get that in. 7.3s are getting harder to find. We used to buy them all the time, and now it's maybe 1 or 2 a month. It used to be 10 a month. So they're starting to go away. What else? Warranty speech. This vehicle is old enough to join the Army, right? It's well, almost 16, 17, almost old enough. There's no warranty. The people at Ford gave it X amount of miles and X amount of years, and it's a long way past both of those numbers. If they could have given it a 20-year, 500,000 mile warranty, they would have, and they would have sold them for a lot more, and they'd have sold them all in 10 minutes. But they couldn't because they didn't know what would happen. Even though this is a magnificent motor, famous motor, they still don't know. They don't know if it's going to need an injector next week or next month, and we don't either. So what I'm telling you is we give you tons of information to try to mitigate the risk, try to keep you informed, really so that we don't get screamed at, okay? That's really the goal. We don't want to get screamed at. There's plenty of people who will buy this truck with all the information, all the honesty we can put on this thing that we could possibly find. We tell you, okay? That way, you have as good a chance as anybody in a live setting. You know, compared to a live sale, this is getting you way more information. But even with all that information, we don't know what's going to happen, okay, to this truck tomorrow or right now in this video. Who knows? It could blow up in this video. I have no idea. I do know that it's a good truck. I do know that that's very minimal blow-by for a 7.3, especially a 99. But who knows? You don't know, okay? If you want a sure thing, you got to go buy a brand new truck, and then you'll have warranty, and you'll probably owe, well, probably, you know, at least for an XLT, 2-wheel drive, crew cab, dually, about 45 or 50. That's the truth, okay? So please realize that there's some risk involved. If you don't want risk, got to go buy a brand new one. And then you'll have that warranty and that peace of mind for a couple of years. And when you're done with that, you'll still owe 20 or 30 grand, okay? We just want the right person in this vehicle. So if you don't know about diesel and you don't know about 7.3s, research them online. Make sure you know what you're buying. Obviously, I'm going down a frontage road at 65. And honestly, for a one-ton, this thing feels more like a 3/4 ton or even a half. It's got a beautiful ride, really nice ride. Front end feels really solid for a Ford. Fords are notorious for play, and there's not much in the steering. Anyway, it's a nice truck. Do your research. It'll be priced fairly. Thank you.